I think the president has got the best advisor the money can buy. And if the president cannot communicate that you have to sit down to try to interpret what he's saying, that's a problem.
We are not interpreting, that's a fact.
The president is a very good communicator. In fact, if you compare how President William Ruto speaks compared to Kibaki, Ruto is a better communicator than Kibaki. Kibaki did not have these problems. Why? It's because the fact that he is not saying the truth. According to me, there are too many people. Go to the State House and look at the presidency. Look at the people in charge of the communication of the president. There are way too many, and maybe the information is too much disconnected. There are way too many advisors, actually millions of them. The State House budget is ballooning because of the many people who are in communications, are in advising, are in the entourage. But the output, because this is simple. Input, output, outcome, impact. If I want to talk to the people of Narok on a certain issue, I don't rush on top of the car and just take a microphone. She'll be well calculated, well communicated, well articulated. How comes that even people like let's say, NGOs who don't even have money, people like Fred Ogola, the presidency, whatever you say will hit the headline. You can't just wake up and say anything. Mm-hmm. And is this an executive order? Is this a story by the roadside? Isn't it? Are these roadside declarations like more is time? Isn't it? Remember, the president is managing this company as managing Kenya as a pastoralist. Pastoralists have got this challenge. I'm sorry to say this. You take your cattle to graze somewhere until the grass is over, then you take them here. So today we are in Mount Kenya trying to do grazing. Then you rush to Narok, you graze. You go to Migori, you graze, they throw a shoe on your head. Then you run to Narok to say this. Can the president, after that shoe, go sit down in State House and say, what is wrong? Me, I was thinking that the message was that please go and have a retreat with yourself. You are hit with a shoe today, tomorrow there's a lie in Narok. Unreflected life is not worth living. This is a wisdom that we've been told by the great people of philosophy before. Socrates said, unreflective life is not worth living. When does Kenya Kwanza reflect? Mm-hmm. When does the president reflect about what is happening in the country? That person who threw a shoe, Fred, let me tell you how painful it is to throw a shoe. If you go to a rally and throw a shoe at the president, you are going home walking barefoot, isn't it? Do you know what it will take me to throw my shoe? You go to a rally and throw your shoe and you walk home without shoes. Secondly, that person, if you look at that shoe, the shoe was very dirty, isn't it? Probably this is his only pair of shoe. How can you throw your only pair of shoe? My first pair of shoe was bought when I was going to Form 1, isn't it? Can you imagine me throwing it at somebody? Mm-hmm. And that's my first shoe. Probably that person, that was his first shoe. So we're saying that people are saying these things. And in fact, you talk about the area where Cheluget come from. Let me also tell him the facts. He says he spoke this thing in the land where Isaac Cheluget comes from, and he talked to Cheluget in that land. It's impossible to now saying that maybe he talked to his wife or he talked to his father. He talked about his farm. Who is this Cheluget who owns the farm there? And how can you talk to someone who is not the owner of the farm, then you say it will be done? So according to me, mm-hmm. the standard is as accurate as it can get. The president will be the only thing that can surprise us about the president if he says the truth now. In fact, the president needs to at least say one truth to falsify those who believe that he can never say the truth.
And I thank you, Prof, for bringing up that issue about what happened in Migori. And there's been this question about the presidency and how Kenyans